Smile.
It's DrumTalk. You're listening to DrumTalk.
So that's the. Hi guys, and welcome to. I had to think about that, Christian. I got excited with a few things there. So, how are you guys? My name is Pino Bertolini. Welcome to DrumTalk, and with us, special guest, we have Christian Nativo. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really, really good, mate. Really good.
Nice.
Just getting into things and getting carried away as always. There's always something to do. So,
Abundance
great.
of gear.
Sorry?
Good gear. Abundance of gear.
Yeah,
Story of our lives.
we're going to talk about your gear soon, and
Yep.
it's never-ending gear, isn't it?
Never ending.
Huh?
That's why I'm broke.
that's why we're all broke, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Aaron Shembry. I don't believe it, but I'm watching a drum show because my favorite drummer is on. There you go. Mr. Shembry. He's such a classic, isn't he?
He's a top guy, mate. Real top guy.
Yeah, he's
a
gun. I actually haven't seen Aaron for a while.
he's playing, man. He's gigging his butt off. He's
Yeah.
one of those guys that I think he's 24 and he sounds like a 60-year-old in terms of like his he's got it, man. He's got it.
He is. Yeah, he definitely is, isn't he? I still remember him a few years ago, and
Yes.
this little quirky young kid there playing with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was funny.
You actually introduced me to him at Musicland.
I actually introduced you to him.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then and now we play together. And
So now you pinch my gigs.
No, no, way. No, I know. I get the remnants.
Aaron loves me, I know that, but he reckons I'm too old to do sitting with those guys. So, which is true. We are getting old, and
a lot of his band of no, I won't say that. He plays with a lot of older guys, man. That's where it's at.
yeah, it's it. Yeah,
The wisdom, you can't buy it.
yeah. Actually, Aaron, we got to get you on the guitar show. I reckon it'd be great to chat with on the guitar show. So, what's this? What about Bearing Edges?
Who's that? Joe Yamuni?
No, it was Adrian B.
Adrian B. Oh yeah, they stir me up about Bearing Edges. All those guys. It's. I'm not even going to go there.
No, I'm just ready to get to feelings. Sorry, man. I really, seriously, I'm sorry, man. I'm Devo. Enzo's asked, "Hey, Christian, how are you hanging, bro?" Ask Pino, where was my invite to hang with Weckl?
Pino, where was his invite to hang with Weckl?
Yeah. Look, it's one of those things. It's not really planned. It just happened, and
Yep.
yeah, it was anyway. You know what? I got about 200 messages about that. It's like, man, where's sorry, dudes.
Next year.
I just actually, you know what? Speaking of, I got to do it. I got to do it. All right.
Watch this.
Watch this, guys. Oh, well, listen to this.
Hey, this is Dave Weckl, and you're listening to my friend Pino Bertolini here on the Muso channel. Thank you so much for supporting our music. Enjoy.
The man himself, yeah.
Crazy.
Ends out, not good enough. Oh, really? Sorry, dude. Next time, man. Look, you know what it is? It's just one of those things. It is, look, a lot of people try, yeah, I do get messages, and I always I can't remember everybody.
Yeah.
And two, suffer. No. I'm joking, man. I'm joking.
It is what it is. When those moments happen, you just gotta.
And it's not only that. It's what. I think. How can I put? I think where Dave and I are pretty. It's really weird. Dave and I worked this out on Friday. We've actually known each other for 30 years.
30?
I met him. The first time I met him was in 1988.
Right.
Yeah.
Here or over there?
Here.
Right.
So that's when he did his first clinic here at with Frank Corniola.
Yeah, right.
So, and we're going back, and it's like, because someone asked us, how long you guys known each other? And I'm going, I don't know, 15, 16 years. And Dave goes, no, we met at 88. I go, wow. And I go, you're right. So it's been 30 years that we kind of known each other, and which is kind of cool. And yeah, what I was getting to is, and I think why we kind of connect and we kind of, he's nice to me. Is one, I don't talk drums with him.
Yeah.
I don't talk drums with him. We talk cars, actually.
Yeah.
And two, I don't bombard him with all these people.
Yeah.
He's very private, man. He's I respect the thing, and he likes to be quiet, and that's Enzo, you know that. Come on, you hanged out with the guy anyway, so you were his drum tech.
Yeah, he was saying, when he was on the show.
Yeah, so go away. Dude.
You've had your time.
Actually, Enzo, that's payback for not calling me when you had coffee with Steve Gadd. So, it's all good, buddy. It's all good. It's all on, yeah. Anyway, enough of me, man. What's going on with you? What's been happening?
Not much, man. Just hanging out, playing shows.
Yeah, so we've seen been a few gigs there with Bjorn.
Yeah.
Bjorn Again. You know what? I always think Baba for some silly reason.
It's all ABBA music at the end of the day, mate. But just doing the Bjorn shows, and Enzo also did that gig, and I was actually thinking along the line of drummers that have done that show, over the years, and there's obviously Enzo, there's Pete Marin, there's Hayden Megget, a whole bunch of like real heavy cats, and it's it's cool to be sort of be able to go and do that.
It's a beautiful seat to be sitting on, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm doing some shows like you said before with Aaron. I'm doing the rock and roll thing with Aaron, and we play in a band with Rosie Conforto as well. She's we're doing her band.
She's great.
Yeah, she's cool, man. She's all over it.
I love her bright red hair.
It's great red hair.
Yeah. I've actually, what's funny? We've kind of crossed paths, and I've seen her like split moment, but we actually never really met.
Yeah, right.
But
she's the most.
She's a lovely woman, lovely lady.
Anybody that meets with her, like you just click with her. It's crazy. It's just one of those, one of those people. We have a great time on stage, and it's cool for me doing her stuff because it's a new thing for me. The whole rock and roll and rockabilly thing I was never into, and kind of coming full circle. Really using my ears and really engaging with the band, supporting the soloists is something that I've never done. And it's such an obvious thing for most cats, but for me, I sort of realized this a lot later in my humble tiny little career or whatever. Just about being musical and supporting the music, especially in rock and roll. Is rock and roll is almost like the kind of like jazz, and like when you're playing, it's all up in the air, and you're engaging with the band, and it can go one of many ways.
It can go anywhere.
And it's all about using your ears and being in sync with each other. So that's, anyway, long story short, it's something that I've come to, enjoy, later on. And it's been really cool. So we've been doing a few gigs, and it's grass.
It is. It's definitely a different mindset when you're doing that kind of stuff. The playing's totally different.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly, I can't play rock and roll. I just struggle with it.
I still can't.
Aaron can tell you, mate, how I struggle with the Elvis shows and stuff like that. I'm like, man,
it's difficult, man. It's difficult, you know. And the thing is, it's like, especially, most people won't know, but I was a heavy metal drummer for 15 years, and you can't get that stuff out of you in a hurry. So to sort of ignore all of that side of it, you know what I mean, and be truly musical and and support the music, it's tough, you know what I mean, but it's enjoyable, and a lot of the songs, like that's all I listen to on my Spotify now, man, just rock and roll, because it's so much fun, it really is. It's kind of cool.
It is. I lost my frame of thought, what I was going to say then.
Sorry.
Actually, before the show, man, I was tell Christian, I was stressing, man. The cameras weren't coming on, and I was ready to throw all the computers out the door almost. So.
I was going to help him throw the computers out the door.
I was like, grab that one, and I'll grab this one. Let's throw it out. Yeah, but we're here at the same time, and I'm hoping it's actually sounding okay, because I'm watching my levels there. There you go, Frankie DeBarco. Swing is king.
Swing is king. It is, man.
It is.
It is.
Yeah,
that's great. I have to actually have to hit Frankie up. I've been meaning to. I need to get some. I wonder if he'll give me a lesson.
Who?
Frankie. Man, he eats that stuff for breakfast, mate. You know what I mean? That would be great.
Yeah.
But not so much a playing lesson, just like a chatting lesson, just to talk about it.
Yeah. I was just about to say, I don't know, you get much playing because he just won't shut up.
No, it's. I want to talk about it. Yeah, I need to hit him up.
Yeah.
We're not too far away.
Oh, cool. Oh, they're saying it sounds great, so which is kind of cool.
Cool.
Marcel Yamuni, how are you, buddy? Get Christian to
pal.
explain how he gets such a fat drum sound.
You're looking at it, pal. No.
Is that not? That's not a. Is that an inside
No.
joke?
He
I
actually
was
means
gonna
it.
bash you.
No. He it's funny. Whenever I jump on a house kit or whatever, Marcel always comments how I make a kit sound fatter. And it's nothing arrogant. What it is, I don't know if most people won't know this, and it's a drum show, so I can mention it. But it's like I always play with the butt end of my stick. So
Yep.
no sticks here, but it's basically
What, do you think this is a drum room or something?
Yeah, no. But basically, yeah, like obviously everyone knows. Yeah, you got your stick.
Hang on.
Hang on a sec. I found a bit. We have some. All right.
These are the Pino Bertolini Vader signature sticks.
Signature sticks. Get them from the website.
Yeah,
I'd
right.
like to thank your sponsors for the. See, so like so I play my regular stick like that. Whatever, it's all good. But my left hand, I'm using the butt end, and naturally, it just anything that I'm hitting. So the snare drum or my fills, it just sounds like a lot warmer and a lot more sort of punchy, just because of that focused. There's basically more surface area hitting the drum. And at one point years ago, I actually used a timbali stick in my left hand, so that because this way, see how it's tapering in my hands, and it felt weird because it's so thin here. I actually used a timbali stick, so basically I'm getting the butt end here and the butt end in my hand, and then I use a regular stick on my right hand, obviously. But that's how I.
Talking about that, who's got a pair of sticks that the two ends are butted?
Morgan Rose,
Drummer
for Seven Dust.
Okay, I was also going to say Ian Pace.
Really?
Yes, he had. I remember having a pair.
Oh yeah.
There was
it's nothing new. Yeah. No.
There was two ends to it. So
it's been done for ages, but it just feels good to me. I mean, the thing is, like, when I'm trying to play a little bit more finessey, I need to work a little bit harder for ghost notes and a little bit more dynamics. And, But and even now with the rock and roll stuff with my two-handed shuffles, you got to be a little bit more sympathetic that you got a heavier end to play with. But
what size stick do you use?
I use made of. Man, I've gone soft, dude. I use jazz sticks now. I use a Peter Erskine Vic Firth model. Peter Erskine, and they just feel good. I can still play rock with them. I can still play rock and roll. But Anyway, so the butt end just gets a fatter sound, and it just feels good. Like the gravity just helps it fall better.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Only reason why I say that because I know Thomas Lang, Virgil, and all that. They use like 2Bs, mate. They use tree trunks.
Tree trunks, yeah.
I'm thinking if you're using the bud, why wouldn't you use just a thicker stick?
That's it, yeah. Because it's something about because I don't know, man. I'm a weirdo, but yeah, it just feels good, and I've even it
works.
Yeah, and going from the timbali stick thing, like I've even come to even love the way it tapers thin in my hand, at the bottom end. So anyway, yeah, it's cool, man. It feels good, and it's just fat backbeat for days,
which is good. But in saying that, I know you use the stick and use the end butt, but I also notice in your drums, you kind of your toms are pretty and snares pretty flat.
Yeah.
You don't have them pretty high like I do. I tune mine right up. But yours is pretty flat.
In terms of tuning or
tuning.
Yeah. No, I've
So doing that also, it's giving that.
Absolutely. I've always sort of because I always think of my drums in terms of frequencies. And and this is just subjective. It's totally my humble little opinion. It means nothing. But in terms of how I approach music, I try and stay out of the way of anything in the upper register: guitars, keyboards, vocals. Even my cymbals, I use everything on the lower end, and that's it. Yeah, that includes my tuning of the drums, and it just means that if I'm hovering, just above the bass guitar in terms of above the bass, but below the guitars and the keys and the vocals, it just means that frequency-wise, I've got my own space in the mix, and so that when I do go and do a fill, I can pop out a little more. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's subjective. It it doesn't work for everything, but I just found that I just have tight, controlled sounds. That are a bit lower, and it's all good.
Marcel reckons, which is true, gets a nice balance without choking the drum.
Thank you, Marcel. It's that is worth noting, because when you use the butt end, it can be very, very easy, because you've got all that extra weight just whacking down with gravity. you can totally choke drums. So you kind of got to be a bit sympathetic to it, you know, because it's like, you know, let's say you've got a velocity hit of, you know, let's say 8 out of 10 hypothetically, right?
Yeah.
You know, I'll hit it 6 out of 10 because I've got extra weight going down. So it ends up being an 8 out of 10 because I got more weight, you know, in my left hand. So I don't know. There's something that I've played with, and it just stuck, man.
It's unique,
so
man.
weird.
If that works for you, so be it.
And I can't play regularly now. I cannot play with 2 sticks the right way around. It just freaks me out.
See, well, I'm the
crazy.
opposite. I can't play with the buds.
Absolutely, and it's cool. But that's the beauty of what we're doing, though, man. It's like it's so subjective, and everything works. You know,
as long as it works, mate. That's the
Absolutely. But when my students do it, I crack it. I go, nah, hold them the right way, pal. Anyway.
Rory Hollingsworth, how are you, buddy? I love him. Because love drummers thinking about their sound in the mix that much.
Got to do it.
You know, I'm pretty anal about sound and stuff.
We're just talking about that.
We're just talking about sound and stuff like that, and making sure it all kind of sinks in. Yeah,
got to do it. You know, my thing is just, you know, I want to make a sound guy's job easy, and you know, I mean, at the end of the day, man, I'm a crew guy. Whenever I'm on tours, I'm hanging with the crew. Whenever I'm jumping in a car, you know, I probably should be traveling with the band more. I jump in the crew bus, man, and it's like, so we talk a lot. And, you know, at the end of every show, you know, I'm asking the sound guy, man, you know, how was the snare working for you tonight? You know, I'm asking him, and the sound guys, they freak out. They go, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, I want to know where my drum's working for you tonight. And they're like, oh, well, since you're asking, and I get that feedback because, you know, when I play a gig, I'm using the tones that I want to use, right? But as a sound guy, sometimes they get given a source that they might not be able to use, or they have to work harder to try and work in a mix. So I'm trying to give them a source, a tone that basically they can play with. You know what I mean? A nice dead tone. They can add their own ambience. I ain't giving him ambience, man. He needs to work for it. You know what I mean?
Well, it's funny because
it's subjective. Yeah.
So you're very generous, you know.
I am. We were talking about that also.
You're very generous because now I'm starting to feel like I'm a bit of an asshole.
No, but that's subjective. That's what I mean.
Only reason being is when I'm doing a show or whatever, and then, you know, I get the sound guy goes, "Oh, can you just gaffer that and flatten it out?" I go, "Nah, fix it." This is how I play my drums. This is the sound I like.
But it works both ways.
But I give him a headache because I have my snare. Like, actually, I did the musical on the weekend. Well, all last week, and Suzical, by the way. Don't take it on, it's a tough one. I actually had to practice that, Christian. Jesus, that was a tough one. Anyway,
that makes me scared.
But the sound guy, he was great, James. He was a great guy, and he gave us some really good sound, and he was awesome. He goes, "Can you put gaffer under your snare because your snares are rattling a bit?" I go, "No, sorry, man. Fix it up. I don't care." I said, "I'm not going to jeopardize because I can't. If I don't get response, I can't play." No,
you can't. I mean,
you know,
the stuff that I'm doing, it just so happens to work with what I like. But if it's compromising the feel or the integrity of your tone, then that's different. No, that's then, you know, it is what it is. But
I always my favorite trick is take the 1K down, buddy. That gets rid of that ping. the 1K down, and it gets rid of that. Am I right, Rory? I'm sure you agree with that.
1K.
Where are we, Enzo? Where are we? Who was that? Oh, there you go. Oh,
I'm blind. I can't see anything. So.
No, I'm surprised. I'm seeing it. Rory, one of the easiest guys to mix on drums that I've ever had the pleasure to working with. So that's
calm
you.
Down, pal.
That's you, mate. That's fantastic. And if Rory's saying that, because Rory's definitely a great mixer, great guitarist. He's a nice guy.
Is.
And
Thanks,
hey,
man.
Rory, I might have to get you in the studio one day and let's talk drums and engineering, and you can teach me how to tune this thing. So it's just kind of cool. Enzo, fella there. Yep, you make a lot of sense, man. Work with, not again, the sound guys. Yeah, true. They hold the knobs. You're right. You know, to a point. I think it's just it's a balance. You got to find that balance. You can't be, you can't be a dick about it.
No.
But you know,
having said that, though, sorry to interrupt you, Pete. It just struck me. I've heard stories that Dave Weckl literally sends out a stereo to the front of house guy. Is that true? Like he does his mix behind him. Is that true, or is the sound guy getting all the stems as well?
Nope.
Wow.
Dave mixes the whole band, not just his drums.
What?
He mixes the whole band.
What? Man, I'd have a stroke doing that.
And then he sends 2 sends out to the desk.
Wow.
He controls everything. Yeah,
okay.
That's why. And back to Dave Weckl again.
But it works though.
No,
you know, for him.
only reason why I say that, it was funny you say that, because last night I saw the show and Jerry was there, and Jerry come and sat with me, and we're talking, and Jerry goes, man, all the, you know, I've played in this, because this week has been the best sound I've heard in this place.
Yeah.
And then I smile, I go, it's because Dave's mixing it, isn't it?
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
goes, yeah.
But like, I'm confused whether he's only mixing it from what his ear monitors sound like, or how is he referencing from the front, or he doesn't worry about, like, I don't know.
He referenced from his monitors.
Wow.
He's referencing from that.
That's crazy.
And don't forget, he's using a digital desk. It's all in there.
Okay. I didn't know that part. Yeah, that
He's
makes
got
sense.
his QSC. He's using a digital
Right.
desk.
Okay, that makes it. Yeah, I thought he's like bringing it up from scratch every
No,
time.
he just pushes a button and it's a thing. The levels are there.
Oh, okay. No,
It's all
that's
done.
different.
That's why these guys sound great, you know.
Absolutely.
So,
No, that works then. And he's got good ears.
yeah,
So.
you're right too. Dave Weckl mixed Phil Tercio's first album.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. I mean,
But it's funny you say that. Talking about mixing, and I'm just going to veer off. Jerry and I had that conversation last night, and we're like talking about, like, the mix last night was unbelievable. I go, mate, sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I know Dave was mixing, and I go to Jerry, I go, why is it with drummers? Why the drummers are the best engineers? Like Simon Phillips,
Yeah.
he did all the Toto albums and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, Simon Phillips, Dave Weckl, trying to think of the other drummer. There's a few guys who, you know, Stuart Copeland.
Right.
The sound these guys get are fantastic, you know.
I think because see, I think it can work both ways. You know, like when I dabbled in a bit of amateur mixing back in my day, you know, my snare drum was just through the roof. I didn't have the ability to differentiate. But I think, you know, these drummers that are got good ears, they're so used to hearing all of, you know, they're hearing the whole frequency spectrum all the time. They're very, very aware. You know, they're not biased. You know what I mean? Even though they're on the drums, you'd think that they're biased towards the drums, but they're not. They've got that hindsight to go, okay, you know, this is a mix, and it is what it is, and they respect every instrument and its capabilities. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I reckon that's what it is.
Yeah, no, it's true, and I think because we're drummers and because we hear the band and how we want to hear it.
Yeah, sure.
And
Absolutely.
that's where I think we know how to. See, I can't mix vocals. I'm crap with vocals.
Yeah,
though.
me neither.
Give me
Vocals are a
bands
tricky
and
one.
stuff. It's cool. Yeah, Enzo's right. Yep, and Weckl does get there 2 hours before the band to tune the rig.
Wow,
He does. He's particular. We were talking about that earlier. Yeah,
crazy.
how particular he is about things.
Absolutely.
And Rory, I think I know he's using the QSC TM16. I think he was using the TM16 for this gig. Yeah, I think so. 16 channel. Yeah, it was a TM16. I was just because I was looking at the desk actually last night. I was trying to pinch it actually.
Yeah, right.
Beautiful little desk.
So does that mean, would he be running the same mix through his ears? He would be.
Yeah, he does.
That's so he's listening to his drums and his cymbals, like everything through. Man, that's. I don't get like no drums.
His in ears is basically listening to like it was an album.
Yeah.
That's how nice he's getting it.
Crazy.
Anyway,
that's cool.
It's kind of cool. It's fascinating, you know.
Absolutely, it is.
That side of stuff, and you know, sound and.
But there's a couple of other guys doing it now, like not mixing the band, but in terms of getting like all the stems onto their own personal mixer. I know. I'm pretty sure the drummer from Steel Panther, you know, that comedic sort of heavy metal band. I'm pretty sure now he does it as well. And like you see that, you know, they're playing. They got this massive mixer behind them. Like, what the hell would you need all those channels for?
Yeah.
They're getting a split from every single input, man.
Yeah.
Which is really, that's the idea. I'd love to do that, man. That'd be ideal, because that way, even if you don't use it, you've got it at your disposal.
Yeah.
You know, if you're playing a room where it's dry as, you know, just pull up some kit with a bit of verb or whatever.
Well,
you've got it at your disposal.
I'll be honest. I've been dabbling with that stuff. If I'm doing a show or whatever, not so much a musical, but a live gig, it's a big audience and that. Yep. I actually set my own drum. I got my own drum mixer.
Yep.
And then I just give the line out, and I do my own mix with my drums. Right. And then I know if I want a bit of this, a bit of that.
Yeah.
And that's how I usually do it. I do that. I've been doing that for years.
Yeah.
I do my own drum mix.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah, my
Absolutely.
drums. And you know who's a killer on the drum mixing?
Right. Who's that?
Mr. Marcel Yamuni.
Oh.
His album. Did you hear the drum sound on that album?
Dude, I wore that album out. I still don't know how to pronounce it. Eclecticity.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, we got
Now you got me going.
What are you doing to us, Mars? We got two wogs here. We can't say anything.
No, hang on. No, I'll get it in a minute. Hang on.
But that,
Right.
that the tones on that and Johnny's playing, it spun me out. That's when I started to get serious. Like, all right.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to play one of his tracks just to make people hear.
Let's do it.
Electricity. Thank you. I had to try and remember it.
Do you have monkey fingers?
You want monkey fingers?
Yeah. If you got it.
Yeah, we got monkey
calling the
fingers.
shots, guys. This is my show. I'd like to hear.
Yeah, we got monkey fingers. Shall we make it here? We have a bit of a break.
Let's do it.
And Marcel goes, "Yeah, you said it right. Electricity.
Electricity. Right.
I just think electricity, but just take out the R.
Right.
It's
Killing me, Mars.
It's a way down. So it's kind of.
Actually,
Actually, Marcel, while you're watching, mate, just to prove to everyone what. Oh, look, Facebook is not going to give it justice, I reckon. The drum sound, but it's pretty cool. But this is Monkey Fingers by Marcel Yamuni with our favorite friend and buddy and everything else. I was going to say, obviously I was going to call him. I was going to call him something. But anyway, Mr. John Salerno on drums. Here we go. Man, I was getting excited about that. I forgot the song was going to finish that early. Man, how cool was that?
Killing, absolutely killing.
It's a great drum sound.
Really good drum sound. I think that was actually done at Marcel's
studio.
Sure
it was
at Marcel's studio.
Yeah, Marcel, we spoke about that. It was in his lounge room or something.
Yeah, and I probably actually maybe downstairs or maybe I don't know, but because I know that Marcel.
I don't know. I've never been. Never been to Marcel. Marcel, you never invited me to your house. Should get there one day.
Really?
Yeah. And teaching and all that stuff. How's that all going?
Yeah, really good, man. I'm teaching 3 days a week at a high school.
Come on, give them a plug.
Oh, Roxborough College, no, yeah, high school. In Craigieburn, 3 days a week, and then I'm teaching from home now quite a lot, so I'm building that up, which is just kind of cool. It just means that I'm a bit, I'm home a bit more, and and Thursdays and Fridays just my sort of admin days. Do some gig prep and head out on the weekends and play. So, but the teaching's good, man. I've been doing it for I think my 11th year now. So I've sort of like anything, you develop a niche and a way of doing things, and the kids are engaged and they're into it. So it's good.
Oh, there you go, Christian. I'm going to put you under pressure.
Uh-oh.
Marcel said Christian is recording here soon. Come down anytime, Pino. I'm coming down.
I didn't know if I could let that cat out of the bag. It was like I'm bursting to say it. We're doing some stuff down at Marcel's pretty soon, so it'll be good.
Let me know. I'd love to come down and have a look.
Done.
It'd be great.
Absolutely.
It'd be cool to see the man do it. It'd be fantastic.
He's a genius.
He is. He's great.
Marcel's one of those guys. It's a rare kind of guy.
Nice guy.
Total genius.
Yeah. It's kind of good. And I was going to say, and you got a young drummer coming up. I see Zeppelin there hitting the drums.
Yeah. My
Don't look too excited, man. Don't look too excited.
I'm not happy about it.
He's pitching my gigs. He's pitching my kit.
Well, at least
you're not happy about it.
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. It's like in all seriousness, I'm really careful because you don't want to be one of those sort of soccer dads that's just sort of forcing his kid to play drums, and because as teachers we see that all the time, man. We see parents forcing their kids to do whatever, and it's like I want it to be sort of.
But you gave him the opportunity. I mean, you gave him the opportunity, and he's taken it on board. Yeah,
absolutely. And but I mean, he's just playing around, but he knows what they are, man. And
I've heard him hit the skins, mate.
Yeah, and
that's great.
He even he counts in the band now, and then starts. He doesn't just start playing. He go count the band in first, mate, and he goes all right, and he counts in the band, and then start. It's the etiquette. It's the right thing to do. But he's into it, and sort of I don't know. I just want to give him all the opportunities that my parents gave me. You know what I mean? I was very fortunate. I started playing drums at 10 years old, and
I remember that.
Yeah. That's another lifetime ago, and another type of personality ago. But it was I was coming up, but my parents always gave me those opportunities, which I was now that I work in the education system. We both see many different types of parents and support levels, and my parents always gave, man. I learned to drum tech for 15 years or something, dude. You know what I mean? And and even lessons back then weren't cheap. I was getting the hour lesson every week, and my dad was driving me there. And it's funny. I'll get back onto Zepp in a sec, but it was funny because I think maybe I'm 30 years old now, and I think I was 27, and I got home from a gig or something. I was in my driveway, just having a meltdown, just thinking about everything about life. And I called my dad, and I go, man, I don't know if I ever told you, but thank you so much for everything you did for me, And it was a bit of a, anyone that knows me, I'm a playful guy, man. I'm playing around all the time, but I just called my dad, and I'm like, man, now I've seen both sides. Now I see a lot of parents that couldn't give a stuff about their kids' education. And I think to myself, man, I said to him, thank you so much for doing that. But anyway, so I just want to make sure that, it's my job to basically give my kids, just
the opportunities if they take it on board.
If they want to do music, it's cool. If they want to do something else, it's also cool. But just being able to, give that to them like it was given to me. It's a pretty special thing. Not to get all sort of serious, but
No, that's fantastic. So I was just reading myself needs to go back into it. So have a great rest of the night, guys. Thanks, Marcel. It's always a pleasure, mate.
Cool. Cheers, Marcel.
And look, it is. I mean, when my daughter, I think I was a soccer dad then.
It's natural, man. Yeah.
No, it was a soccer dad. My daughter turned 1, and I bought her a drum kit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was a red one. Because I got girls. Yeah.
Right.
It was a red one. It had the drum tech and all the stuff on there. Of course. Yeah. Right. And
I did that too, though. Technically, I am a soccer dad. I gave him the kit, and then he went to it. So actually, no, I need to revise what I'm saying.
Yeah, but hang on. But anyway, and I did that, and the day I was set it up, it was her birthday. She gave it a bit of hit, and it stayed like that for a year, and no one touched it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And then when they got older, they'd teach me drums, and I taught them drums, and okay, give it up, girls.
That's it.
Don't
do it.
Don't do it. Like,
Nah.
and I used to say, my daughters go, oh, you never gave us the opportunity. I said, mate, the door was always open.
That's it.
If I saw them always running in and smashing on drums, and then I go, you know what, they've got it in them.
Yeah, sure.
So, I might have to coach them.
That's right.
But, I gave them a few lessons, and they never came in, and the door was always open, and they knew if I wasn't home, go play the drums.
Yeah.
I never touched it. So
but
that's
it's
already
okay,
telling
though.
you.
Yeah.
But, don't get me wrong, I wasn't shattered by it.
No, of course
But, I wasn't going to say, no, you're going to go and practice, you're going to learn the drums.
Yeah,
I want you to be a drummer, so.
No, it's one of those things. If they gravitate towards it, then it's cool.
Yeah. Mr. Troy Gritch, great show, guys. Thanks, Troy. Actually, guys, you can call us. Actually, I'll put the number up on the screen. You can call us on 0412 376 848. Give us a call, I reckon. What do you reckon?
Absolutely.
Call. Great. Yeah, give us a call if you've got any questions to ask Christian and myself or any drumming related stuff.
Absolutely.
It's kind of cool. So, and I hear there's another baby drummer coming along.
Yeah, there's another baby drummer. End of July. We're having another son, which is kind of cool.
Oh, you already know them?
Yeah. It's another son. It's all done, and
we're gonna call this one.
Hendrix. No, just joking.
I was gonna say we got Zeppelin. So
Boston. No. It's we're not doing any musical names whatsoever. Well, it's funny because
but did Zeppelin come from Led Zeppelin?
No, not even after the blimp. It was just a cool name. And because like my wife's half Chinese and half English, so she's got a exotic look about her. And so my son also looks quite it's that halfy sort of
Yeah.
And then when he came out, man, I go, mate, this kid's special. Like he's just everyone's kid's special, but
yeah,
he just looks. He's going to be a rock star, man. And it's like, well, that's it, So, but no musical names. Yeah.
Thanks, Frankie. He's just corrected. I put 0312. I can't see with me out my glass. Look at that. I did it again. Look at that.
Oh my
03.
God.
041237. I'm glad someone's paying. I knew someone.
Been a disaster. They called the wrong number. All right.
That's funny. I mean, I need someone to produce this show for me. That's what I think I need to do.
Producer, yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen the vocal show on a Tuesday night.
Seen the guitar show. Seen the guitar show, yeah.
And they sit over there, yeah. And it's like, it all runs nice and smooth, and I love it.
You need someone for that, absolutely.
And I don't know if you saw this off the subject. Oh well, drum subject, but I posted it up on my the Muso channel page about this depression with drums. Did you see that?
I saw it the other day, but I haven't been able to open it.
Open it up and check it out. It's pretty cool, and it kind of caught my eyes because I mean I suffer from depression, and a lot of people know that. And I thought that was quite interesting.
Right.
Actually, drum stimulates a lot of things with depression and stuff like that.
Right. Okay.
So I'm thinking, gee, where were you 10 years ago?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I should have hit the drums a lot more.
Yeah, but
it was quite interesting. It was an interesting study, and I thought that was quite interesting. How that kind of works.
It's funny. I don't know where they're all getting their funding from, man, but there's a whole lot of studies out there now, and it's good because it's it makes people talk about it, but B it brings more awareness to it. Not just for that, for everything. For example, agree. I've seen a lot of studies on, for example, music education in kids and how kids break, whatever it might be, but the information is there for people now, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Great, which is there's always reaching out and talking about it.
Absolutely.
But I just thought I'd post that up there. I just thought I noticed a lot of science. There was the other science where they did this study about drummers are smarter.
Yeah. Saw that one.
You seen that one?
Yeah.
And it's amazing how people do studies with drums. It's amazing what this instrument can do.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
I don't feel any smarter.
No. I mean, I was gonna say I'm not. But...
Shit, I should be a genius. For the practice I've done.
Yeah.
So it's quite interesting. It's just
maybe if they start playing from now, they'll be geniuses, but not back in our day, mate.
Yeah.
Too funny.
My brother? Why? Sorry, I'm just reading. I can't talk. Okay, there you go. Frankie DeBarco agrees. That's why he goes out and plays a lot, because it helps with depression and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's a great
Absolutely.
thing, and I think it is because you're getting
Great
out there,
outlet,
and I think it is a great outlet.
of course.
There you go. It's very true, Frankie. When I'm behind a kit, I cannot be touched. Only by the music in your heart. That's what that touches me there. My brother there, John Bertolini there, is that for the people listening to drummers too? Not really.
No.
Sorry, mate. It's not going to make you any smarter. So sorry.
Not by proxy.
There. I don't know about video guys. You know,
No.
you met my brother not long ago, the video guy.
Mate, I've just a quick story about your brother. I've seen your brother on the job. Never I got to know him when you're
on the job,
right? I'll see him and we'll chat for a bit, and then we're gonna scurry off and do our work, and we'll congregate back again in the break, and it's hilarious. That's how I got to know him. Most people, you get to know someone, actually being introduced, but we just got to know each other on location. It was hilarious. We had a few laughs.
How'd you know he was my brother? He would have told you that.
Yeah, he told me. Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
I've seen him around Facebook as well, so I put two and two together. But
I know my brother uses my name to get a good reputation and stuff out there. You gotta know my brother. So
he's cool. He's working his.
Yeah, he's pretty cool with that, and he actually he makes me hear. The passion he has is just incredible with his videoing. He's still passionate from day one. He's been doing it for 40 years. Until I guess.
Can you give me some of that passion, mate?
Mate, I've been trying to get him to edit me some stuff. Get off your butt. So it's kind of cool.
Copy, bro.
0412-376-848. If you want to give us a call, and we'll be back right after this. Actually, let me just set the tone down a little bit on this thing, and we'll be back right after this ad.
GM Sound Studios has been operating since 1983 and is faithfully servicing the music industry. With spacious rehearsal rooms as well as the main auditorium that can be used for live recordings, videos or gig simulated rehearsals. At GM Sound, we offer a fully licensed function room for hire. Whether it's a birthday, anniversary or a private gig, we cater for all your needs and requests. The function room has great surroundings and room for up to 130 people. Bookings are essential. GM Sound has a fully fitted recording studio run by our in-house producer engineer Chris Gatz, who is establishing himself in the industry as a gifted operator. We also have Joe Yamuni, who has opened a sales service shop called Guitar Works. Located inside GM Sound Studios, Guitar Works will cater for all your repairs. GM Sound has ample off-street parking, coffee and tea making facilities, and a fully functional bar available to all our clients. Check out our Facebook page for up-and-coming events. Overall, it's a great hang with quality staff at hand. For further inquiries, call GM on 9359-6799 and see what the North has to offer. Remember, don't go round and round. Get down to GM Sound.
Good old GM Studios. You still go down to jam nights and stuff like that?
Yeah, we go down for the jam.
I must admit, I haven't been for a while down at jam nights, and
so it's a cool vibe, man. Yeah, it's really cool. Got some serious cats to head down, and I go there, every Wednesday and have a bit of a boys' night. But yeah, man, the jams are good. It's real good. It's, just keeps it fresh.
I've never played.
It's funny. I used to play too.
I've never played a jam night.
Mate, it's liberating. I was petrified. Not that you're petrified, but I was petrified. And once you do it, it's all right.
Yeah.
And it sounds good up there. Like it sounds good. You can hear everything. It's good environment. It's not as if
it's funny. I'm not one of those. I'm going to play. I'm happy to listen and watch others.
Yeah.
I'm like that at Musicland, man. I'm hardly play there, but I remember I was outside having a smoke at GM, and someone called me and goes, "Pendo, we need you on the drums." I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna get to play. I'm gonna get to play."
Now's the time.
Yeah. Anyway, I said,
Great.
"All right." And Carlo Parisi was there. I said, "Can I borrow your sticks?" I borrowed his sticks. And then another guy just jumped on the kid and starts playing.
Oh.
And I go, "Okay, there goes my time."
I hope that wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you, because I would go, "Get off."
Get off.
I can't remember who got on. Anyway.
Yeah, it's like hotcakes, mate.
It was like a hot seat. Like, man, it's like, so I got to say hello to my kumari Tiziana. Hello, Tizzy. Long time no see. She's my kumari.
Yeah.
She's grouse.
Kumari is in like godmother?
No, I was her best man at their wedding.
Ah, right.
Yeah, so she's a lovely lady. Love her to bits, which is kind of cool. All right. What are we doing? Where are we going? I forgot what we were going to talk about. Actually, talking about, I noticed not long ago you put a video up and you're shredding on the double kicks again.
Good old double kicks.
What's going on there, mate? You kind of missing them a little bit. I mean, you're a kill on those things, I tell you.
Yeah, I kind of do miss them actually. A little bit of backstory, I guess, for anyone who is interested. Like I said, I used to play in the metal. I used to play like heavy metal for like 15 years. That's actually what I started doing. It's
actually one of my favorite bands that you were playing in, mate. So
yeah, right. Yeah, no, it was cool, man.
Dug that stuff.
Yeah. It was. I had a chance to play with some cool guys, and the double kicks just happened naturally for me. I had a drum teacher that just
you're allowed to say his name. It's okay.
No, it's not about that. I'm just saying,
I bleep his name, but you're allowed to say it. It's okay.
No, it's not about that. I'm just saying. I had a drum teacher.
I thought you've been courteous. That's all.
No. Of course not. No. I had a drum teacher that just lent me some double kicks one day, and it wasn't a conscious thing. Like he just lent them to me, and I took them home, and I just sort of found my way. And then obviously I started studying them and working with them. But I don't know, man. It just sort of because I think there's two types of drummers. There's drummers that sort of take to double kicks and ones that have to sort of work a bit more at it, which is fine either way. And I'm not saying that I was a natural by any means, but I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was just something about it. Just as you know, okay, you're going to roast me now.
Can I tell him the story?
Please tell him the story. This is actually pretty funny.
It is.
I'm embarrassed. Okay.
It was funny. You know what it was? I mean, I watched Christian grow, and really, and he was unbelievable. I must admit, feet. He'd be sitting down always on his feet and practicing his feet. And he was downstairs at DrumTalk, and he was playing, the pads, yeah. And he's just going, he's just shredding it, yeah. I must admit, I was in a shitty day. I was in a shitty mood that day. How old were you? I don't know. You would have been about 13, 14?
Yeah, 13, 14. Yeah.
13 and 14. Yeah. Anyway, I wasn't in a good mood. I wasn't in a good mood, yeah. And he's shredding, because I can't play double kick to save my life, yeah. He goes, hey, Pino, look at this. I can do about 200 or something, yeah? True?
Yeah.
Am I lying?
No.
And I go, oh, yeah? Well, can you play 200 on your hands? What's your feet going to do? And I walked off.
Mic drop.
He's like, I never forgot that one. I thought, oh, shit, But can you play 200 on your hands? That's what's important, not your feet.
And the answer was no. No, I couldn't.
You were faster with your feet than your hands, and you were.
Yeah. But it was just an obsession, man. I don't know what happened, I just started playing metal, and I ended up in a death metal band called Feed Her to the Sharks, and that was the most intense double bass drumming that I'd done. Whereas, it was triggered and made up. That's when I started to really explore, and this is drum related, so it's cool. But I started to explore the science about how, I guess you could call it science and physics about how our ergonomics affect us while playing. And what I mean by that is everything from how high, obviously I'm a bigger guy, so that has a lot to do with it as well. I've always been a bigger guy, but how high I was sitting, the type of tension on the springs that I was using, the type of beaters that I was using, the cams on my double pedals, and I really researched it, and I found a way where, because I'm so big, my motto has always been minimum input for maximum output. And so I found a way that by sitting higher, you see all these, like Tommy Lee sits so low, his knees above his waist.
Yeah.
Crazy, yeah. And it's cool for, for rock, you get that sleazy sort of backbeat. But for what I was doing, I ended up sitting so high.
We got a phone call.
Whoa.
I'm in headphones for this one.
Yes. I'll finish that later.
We'll finish that. Hello, DrumTalk.
Hey, Pino, it's Andrew here. How you doing, mate?
Hey, Andrew, how are you?
Hey, g'day, Christian. How you doing, mate?
Hey, Andrew, how you going, brother?
Oh, pretty good, mate. What's happening?
Oh, mate, just hanging here, talking drums. It's actually pretty cool.
You're doing pretty well.
Yeah, it's the first time I've done I did this once upon a time just when it was the radio, and this is so much cooler, man. By the way, props for this, dude. This is totally killer, yeah?
Oh, thanks, mate.
It's totally killer. Yeah, man, it's having a blast. Making it happen.
I haven't heard from you for... Sorry, you're cutting out. Andrew, don't move. Your phone's kind of cutting in and out.
Oh, okay.
You sound far away. Oh, that's better. There you go.
I was just saying, I talked with your play with Bjorn Again up here in Sydney a little while ago.
Yeah.
And his playing was just spot on.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Was this Bjorn Again in Sydney?
Sorry.
That's better, Andrew. What are you doing with the phone, Andrew?
Keep talking like that. That's better.
And congrats on the new bub.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, it's
You're going to be busy.
gonna be I've got to do 1 million gigs a week to cover that one, mate.
Well, I've heard you just become a granddad.
Sorry.
I heard you become
Hang
granddad.
on, I'm going to have to hang up and ring back on another phone.
All right, no worries.
All right, bye.
See ya. That was Andrew Hewitt. There.
I'll call back.
Yeah, he'll call back though. You might as well keep your head. Can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, cool. If it's too loud, let me know.
No, it's good.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Mr. Rahotis from Musicland. You guys are stars. No, we're not. We are legends.
George, he's.
I'm in one of those crazy moods tonight, man. I tell you.
Me too. Can I just give? Is that George Rahotis?
Yeah.
Am I able to give a shout out?
You can shout out anything, mate.
Mate, I'm the guest. I'm going to shout. No. Musicland, one of the best live venues. Full stop, but also in terms of like, you know how there's all different kind of venues in the suburbs. Like I call that, you got the CBD, and I won't, there's other venues, but Musicland's pretty much the only thing that we have out north. Yeah. And I got to say, the way that venue has evolved, and it was always great, but the way that it's evolved, they got state of the art stuff in there, man.
There we go.
Killer, George. It's a pleasure to play there.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Absolutely.
Hello, DrumTalk.
Hey, Pino, me again.
Wow, thank. Did you pay your phone?
Let's see if this is a bit clearer.
Did you pay your phone bill? Did you?
Sorry.
No, it's just a joke, Andrew.
Calm down, pal.
I've had to borrow Jen's phone and it wasn't really working too well.
Hi, Jen. Hi, Jen.
Hey, brothers. Hi, Jen.
So you were saying you saw Christian play with Bjorn Again in Sydney, did you?
Yeah, I saw Bjorn Again in Sydney, and that was just sensational. Christian playing was just spot on.
Yeah,
thanks, man.
A lot of energy comes out of his playing,
And he
doesn't it?
plays a pretty mean flute too.
A
Yeah.
flute? You play flute?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I didn't know that.
No. I'm miming to the track, but everyone thinks I'm playing. I got a little flute solo on Fernando.
Why'd you say that? Oh, you did a Fernando thing.
Yeah. It's all me, mate.
Actually, I'm going to come to one of the shows. I must admit, I keep saying that.
I can make that happen.
Oh, cool. We're there. Yeah. And how you been, Andrew? Good?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm sort of starting to get a little bit busy again up here, so
that's good.
Yeah. I'm starting some work soon with Neural Province, the music therapy organisation up here.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Awesome.
And my teaching's starting to come back a little bit too, so
that's
getting
great.
busy.
Awesome, pal.
That's good as long as you're keeping active and I received your show today for Wednesday night, mate. So all good.
Yeah.
So you don't have to.
Thanks for your support with that, Pino.
Nah, it's all good, mate. It's all good. Well, I hope you're well.
And I was I'm in the current issue of the German drum magazine.
Yeah, he is. That's right.
Drums and percussion, and it's actually in German.
Oh, it's in German, is it?
Yeah, but they actually sent me out the English translation, which is lucky.
You can read German, can't you, Pino?
No, I play German. But I don't read German. I play German.
When we were over there, it was really funny. Jen went into a supermarket, and the woman at the checkout started talking to her in German.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
She goes, "Oh shit!" She remembers that we're English.
Yeah.
And then sort of the conversation in English again.
All right.
But, just little funny moments like that.
Yeah, which is good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Sick. What else has been happening, dude?
Not a lot. Just trying to get some work, trying to get playing, trying to get.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Teaching must be the quietest ever at the moment for anybody.
Yeah. It's all. I mean, this industry is seasonal as well, man. It's difficult. Pino and I were just talking about that off air. It's sort of. I've never been the kind of guy to save up for a rainy day, but it's you got to do it, and it's a real discipline, because sometimes this time of year now for the next 3 or 4 months, they're just it's non-existent.
Like you said, save up for a rainy day, and believe me, it's been raining a lot at my house.
my house, my life.
I think I've just got a great cloud just over my roof.
Yeah, same. I got a storm over my house. Anyway, No, it's all cool.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll get going, but
All right.
good on the road sounding really good. So,
No
Thank you,
worries. Thanks, Andrew.
Appreciate
Take
it.
care, mate.
Cheers, bro.
we'll talk to you then. Bye.
Okay, see you, mate.
Okay.
He's a good
Yeah,
guy,
good,
man. That was
yeah.
grouse hanging out with him in Sydney.
Oh, that's good.
Him and Jen.
Yeah,
It's great.
I didn't. Yeah, I haven't spoken for Andrew for a while. I've just been flat out. There's always something going on.
Always something.
0412 376 848. Guys, give us a call. And should we do another? We might do another ad.
Yes.
Actually, I'm gonna play this again. I'm just excited. Sorry, I gotta do it. I have to. Oh, hang on. I gotta do it. Sorry, guys. This is for the ones who didn't listen.
Hey, this is Dave Weckel, and you're listening to my friend Pino Bertolini here on the Muso channel. Thank you so much for supporting our music. Enjoy.
Sorry, I gotta brag about that.
He's got such
I
a majestic voice, doesn't he? It's like he's the Godfather, you know? Well, it is. Come on, man.
It
majestic.
is a unique voice. It's
You know?
it's his voice, man.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. It just sounds like, you know.
Yeah. Actually,
Crazy.
talking about I saw the gig last night. Yeah.
Yep.
And I must admit, it was the first time I've seen Dave play so aggressive on the kit.
Really?
Yeah, he was on it last night. And Jerry, if you're listening, call him, mate, because he was there and we both gone. I've never seen him play like that.
Wow.
He took the risks. He went through all the boundaries.
Wow.
And I was going to bring it up when you brought it up, and I thought, no, because I don't want to be about Weckl or anything.
No,
But
no.
I'm going to bring
dude.
it up. He played the last song. He rocked out with the butt ends.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
swear.
yeah,
I've never seen him do it.
yeah. Just went beast mode.
He just went beast mode, man, and he just rocked that. I'm like, mate, I've
Mate,
never seen him turn the.
He knew that I play the butt end, so he's like, man, I'm going to copy Christian, all right?
That's right. He said, I heard a guy named Chris play this fat sound, and he had the butt around, so I thought I'd give it a shot.
No. But that's, you know what I find? A lot of the guys, a lot of the trad guys, you know, there's nothing against, you know, trads where it's all at and where it started, but there's a certain threshold where when they just want to get that extra loving, they just even verge, you know what I mean? He's got to go, they flip it. Even Johnny Salerno, man, when Johnny goes beast mode, he gets out of trad and gets that butt end and just starts hammering, you know what I mean? It's the only, you know, because I reckon, you know, traditional, there's only so much you can whack that left shoulder down, you know, and then it's like, well, there's like 8 out of 10, and then there's like beast mode, and then you just got to flip it, and then you start going for it, you know what I mean? It's
funny because, you know, I noticed this I was doing the show, yeah. I was playing on the week, you know, all week and that. And I noticed myself, I was actually playing match 80%.
right. Does it feel weaker for you?
I'm trad. I'm a
Yeah.
trad player. Does it feel weaker? No, I actually feel like I'm actually stronger.
Right. Okay.
But this is when I'm right, really rocking,
Yeah.
But I must admit, when I got to get a little bit technical, I have to go to this. That's where I find my
finesse,
and my touch.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't find the touch with my match grip.
Yeah.
But I enjoy playing. I actually enjoy playing match.
It's like a hang. It's a sass. Like,
Mate,
I mean, like there's jazz sass. Yeah, that's sort of, you know, jazz sass and it's finesse sass. But then there's like,
it's pretty
rock
cool.
sass. That's hard to explain.
We'll be back right after this commercial.
Come and join Australia's award-winning singing and music school, Vocal Arts Studios, to further your music education. With private lessons in singing, guitar, drums, bass, piano and songwriting, as well as a chance to join a band class, vocal ensemble and be part of overseas performance trips, workshops and recording. Vocal Arts Studios is the only music school in Australia with international partnerships and a global network to help you on your musical journey. From beginners to professionals, all ages and styles, children to adults. Follow us on social media at Vocal Arts Studios. Visit the website vocalartsstudios.com and phone us today 03 994 8066.
And that was the Vocal Arts Studios doing some amazing stuff in that school. It's a pretty cool school, that one, Christian.
Cool.
I was going to call you Andrew for some silly reason. I don't know
You
where I
can
got
call
it.
me-
Where do I plug Andrew
You
out
can
of?
call me whatever you like, mate, as
No.
long as there's no swear words.
No, right. But that was the Vocal Arts Studios, and it's great talent there. Troy Gretsch, you know Troy Gretsch. He actually teaches there. So,
Yeah, right. Is that with Ricky as well?
Yeah, Ricky Musket.
Is he
We
on?
actually Well, we've got Ricky Muscat in here tomorrow night.
Right.
So,
yeah, I saw it, yeah.
and
Cool.
I heard Ricky Muscat is very nervous. So,
Man, he's got nothing to be nervous about. I've done one gig with him and it blew me away. We're
what a
like,
great guy, isn't
oh,
he? He's just such a great guy.
He's amazing, man. Total.
Very talented,
cat.
you know. And
Total cat.
yeah, he's a cat. I'm actually looking forward to seeing Ricky tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And
Is he going to sing something, or is he just like?
No, I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think he's gonna
Oh,
sing.
dude.
No, I don't think he's gonna sing.
He
so.
can run. He does vocal runs like I've never heard before.
Yeah,
Like-
I'll try and coach him through it. I'll not coach him.
I'll call
So
him and
I'll
make
get-
him.
Call in and go, hey man, you got to do a song, or else I'm not doing it. So, which is kind of cool. That's tomorrow night anyway, so it's kind of cool. Rory, wish I could play trad. Why do you wish you could play? That's an interesting question.
Looks cooler.
Rory, give us a call. I'm actually interested. Why you wish you could play trad? It is. People think it's so much cooler,
It is.
but it's not. It's hard.
Oh yeah, it's,
It's
hard,
actually-
but it looks so cool though. Like
Actually-
we're just saying off air, it looks sassy. You know what I mean?
It does. All right. But I learned, look, that Don Familaro taught me this. This motion, where are we? Camera. Okay. Right. This motion, right, which is pretty cool. Now, this motion here, I'm going to get in the camera. This motion is actually using, I don't know if you know this, 13 muscles.
Okay.
This is 13 muscles.
Yep.
This, 3 muscles.
Really?
What? Yeah, I learned this from Don Familaro. This is 3 muscles. That's why trad players left arms get sore. Right arm. Do our right arms ever get sore? A trad player, right? If your right arm ever gets sore, no, it's always the left hand. Oh man, it's getting tired.
So there's more force on
3
less
muscles.
Right.
3 muscles,
Right.
13 muscles. Go to this, 13 muscles, even.
Makes sense. Yeah. I understand. So
Makes
there's
sense.
more load on a less amount of muscles.
Yeah.
doing
That's why
more
we're
work.
working hard.
Yeah.
You know? We got to call in. I'm hoping it's Rory. Hello, DrumTalk.
Pino, how are you, mate? It's Rory.
Rory, I'm glad you called in, buddy. How you going?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Yourself? I'm
Yeah, very good, mate.
sitting at home, loving the show.
Thanks, mate.
Christian's doing an okay job for a top cat.
Oh, he's okay, you know. I had to give him a massage and relax him a little bit, but you know, he is there. He's all right.
You know, there's a double meaning to the word top cat, don't you, Pino?
No,
There's a top cat can mean 2 things.
what's that?
It can mean you're an actual like top guy, or it can mean not a good guy. So and it's code word. So whenever you call someone a top cat, it always makes them double think. And now I think I know Rory's calling me the bad type.
Christian,
no,
I
no,
never
no.
call you that, mate.
It's code word. Oops. It's
Now,
code word.
Rory, why would you wish that you could play trad?
Well, as Christian said, it looks cooler. And then your explanation that I've just seen then of the amount of muscles is like, if that's all it takes, I really wish I had learnt that way. I mean, obviously, I'm more of a rock drummer, so love just rocking out, playing match. But but from the trad side of it, like the dynamics and everything like that, that I hear from traditional players compared to, you can get dynamics out of rock, but it's nowhere near what the trad guys can play.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
it is interesting. You're right. I mean, you got to remember though, a lot of the guys who've got the dynamics are more jazz infused drummers anyway. So they're trad players, you know. So they always worked on that finesse. That's how I look at it. They worked on that finesse and always that, you know, the ghosting and all that. Where you got, you know, someone playing match is usually a rock drummer. So you know, you wouldn't get that finesse. So it's got nothing to do with playing trad or not. I mean, have you seen Will Kennedy play?
No.
I mean, that guy's got mad.
Isn't he open hand?
He's open-handed. You know what I mean? Look at Simon Phillips. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
He's not a trad player.
There are, but I mean, obviously they spent a lot of time on nailing down their techniques.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
I mean, I was taught trad, yeah. So I grew up with trad. I turned to match 6-7 years ago. I mean, I still play trad. Don't get me wrong, but I probably play 80% match now.
But you got the facility, the technical facility to do both.
But I don't teach my students trad.
No.
My students go, oh, can I learn? I go, no, it's too hard. It's actually a lot hard.
I don't think anyone learns trad these days, do they?
I actually took my students out of it. They want to learn trad. And I try to give it to them, and then I give them a couple of exercises, and they go, "Oh, my arm hurts." I said, "There you go." I was telling you.
You know who's a beast of a trad player? I don't know if you're saying his name right. Todd Zuckerman.
Oh, Todd Zuckerman.
Zuckerman.
Yeah.
He's like, when I see, I'm like, man, and he's playing, he's all the trad guys, their left shoulder's a bit lower. And I'm like, Verge is a trad beast as well. But Todd Zuckerman, he is crazy, crazy good, man. Like, I don't know how he gets all that power.
I mean, the control he's got.
Yeah, he's a beast. Total beast.
And that's probably one of the things I've always marveled at is how they get that much power out of that trad grip.
Yeah.
Like, I've tried it a couple of times.
It's
and
the snare angle, Rory. Because if you look at
Yeah.
their snare, it's halfway up their belly, man. Because you know what I mean. It's
Who's that?
point.
with the how they get that much power out of trad, because their snare is so high and on an angle, so that they're just it's hard to explain. But
Hey, speaking of the devil,
Hi, this is Todd Zuckerman, and you're listening to Drum Talk Radio.
nice, nice.
sorry, I got to plug it out of everywhere, mate.
Do it.
Pino's got an ad with everyone in it tonight, hasn't he?
You know,
Hey, Rory, did you hear my new one?
Oh, no, I haven't heard it, Pino.
Ah,
Let's play it.
I think you should play it one more time.
No, I'm not playing it again. It's all good. It's out of my system, so it's just kind of
Yeah,
cool.
it's not out of your system. You just be polite, we know.
Hey, I went to bed listening to that.
That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
Oh, well. Actually, you know what? We need to get you in here one night, Rory. It'd be great to have you. I mean, you're a drummer anyway, so we can have you on the drum show.
Yeah,
but it'd be
come
also
down one night.
Yeah, it would be great, man. And also, it'd be also nice to chat with you about, the engineering side of things and, sounds and stuff like that. And you're pretty switched on. Well, you do sound at Musicland, and that desk is unbelievable.
Oh, it's going to the next step soon. So, yeah, there's going to be full integration of some stuff that the touring guys use and the like. So, as Christian said before, it's one of those venues that's been transforming, and it's only getting better and better. So
It sure is. It definitely is.
So much fun playing there, man. It's a really good vibe on stage.
Actually, I'm getting nervous, man. We're going to be doing the Muso Channel Live jam again.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm going to work on a special external feed for you, and we're going to compress the crap out of it and make sure it sounds good before it hits Facebook.
That's correct. On you, mate. Appreciate it.
Hello, guys. Have a great night.
No worries.
Rory.
Enjoying the show, mate. Feel free to go for another 4 or 5 hours. I'm just going to sit back and watch you guys. Have a ball.
Actually, it's funny. Christian just asked me before we were playing a song. He's like, how long are we going for, mate? As long as it takes, I mean, we can stay here all night.
That's all right. He's got nothing on tomorrow. He was telling me he's got the day off tomorrow, so he's just.
You got a day off tomorrow, Chris?
No, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
fine. Hey, man.
I was gonna go, man.
No, it's totally cool, dude.
Nah, it's
Totally
awesome.
cool.
Thanks, Rory. I'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Will do, guys. Have a
Thanks,
great
Rory.
night.
See ya.
Cheers, man. Bye.
See ya.
He's such a lovely guy.
He's a good guy, man.
He's a great guy, and
Very funny to hang with.
yeah, he's kind of he's helped me a lot, with a few things and ideas and stuff. So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, because
Cool.
I'm not sure we actually Muso Channel does the jam night once a month live from out of Musicland.
Yeah,
And,
I've
I
seen
mean,
it.
I was horrified on the first one, and that horrified I actually deleted it off the page.
Yeah, right.
So, but we're working on it, and we're trying to get there as always, and
Yeah, absolutely.
which is kind of cool.
Fantastic.
Yeah. But I was going to say, with are you practicing now? I mean, you're kind of getting into it and getting out. I know all drummers, and I'm one of them. God, to get me to practice now, it takes forever because, life is busy, commitments, family.
Yeah.
We just can't lock ourselves in anymore in the rooms. And,
No.
how do you find that? Like, you're trying to balance it out and.
Yeah, I think I find, the only practice that I really do these days is just sort of like learning songs and charting songs. Like this is not a work ethic that I advocate, but just, my circumstance with, kids and stuff now. I'll just chart a song and just go straight to the gig and play it. I don't even, I'll get to the drum practice in a sec, but in terms of like even preparing for a gig, I just listen to what I have to learn, chart it out, and I just leave the house and go and play the gig. So I don't even get to run songs anymore. In terms of practicing, listen, I'll be honest with you, I haven't practiced for over 10 years. and there's a couple of
really.
yeah. It's not like an arrogant thing. It's not that I'm happy.
No.
It's not like that I'm happy with my playing or anything. It's more just
You burnt yourself out when you were 13.
yeah. Just doing 8 hour days and
Because
just
you used to
peaking.
practice like 8 hours a day or something back then.
Yeah. No, it's I was just saying though off air. It's something that I want to get back to. And it's more just for myself, just to regain a bit of my technical facility. And I mean, I used to be like I did the whole year 12 solo drums, and I went to VCA and did all that stuff. And I was in a good place back then. I could read, and man, I was playing snare drum solos coming out of my backside. Like I owned Will Coxon's. I actually had a share in Will Coxon's snare drum book. And
Right, really?
yeah, I had a share.
Oh, did you?
No, I didn't. But
Oh,
get out of here.
No. Only reason why, because I remember I was thinking about buying Ted Reed book because it was up for sale.
Right.
once. Anyway,
Okay.
that's
No.
sorry. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you know what I mean. Like I was in a really good place in terms of my practicing and and my playing. But then it's like like anyone, I just had a bit of a shift in my priorities, and I discovered rock and roll, and But yeah, I want to get back to practicing just for myself. And one thing that has deteriorated in my playing is definitely my ability to solo and improvise. I can solo, but not over time. So if you get a pulse happening, right, I can't solo in time very well. I mean, I can, I've got a few things that I can sort of bust out, but I'd love to be able to practice, improvising and, just getting that bag of tricks back, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, and you see guys, once again, not to hammer Johnny Salerno's name, but, Johnny, I go and watch a lot of Johnny's gigs when he's in town. A lot of the smaller stuff that he does, if he's got a night off or whatever, he'll just take, like a bar gig, and I go and watch him, man. And, he gets solo and he keeps time going, man, but he's doing, any idea he wants to execute, he can do it. And I'd love to be able to just do that again. So I'll definitely be, in the winter months, like we talked about, when things dry up a bit, I'd love to just develop a routine where I can just explore some, just be myself again, like we, as a cover musician predominantly, which is what I do, I serve music, music is my, king, so to speak. And at a time that I would like to just sort of maybe focus a bit more on my own things and be my own servant again. Yeah. It's kind of cool.
I mean, the funny thing is, like you're saying, you had it back then. I mean, you never lose it. I don't care what anyone says. You never lose it. You just got to nurture it and bring it back. It's like riding a bike.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
It won't take long to get back. And,
absolutely.
I come down here. I'll give you a few tips.
That's it, mate. That's it.
We'll do the Frank Corniola stamina. You know what that was?
No.
You don't know what that is?
Nope.
Single stroke at 180 beats for 30 minutes non-stop.
Jesus.
That's what Frank used to do.
Jesus.
Yeah. 30
Christ
minutes,
almighty.
180. Don't stop.
It's crazy.
Glenn Ridford actually wrote something pretty. How you going, Glenn? Long time no see.
Hey, Glenn.
I'm a lefty playing trad, and I find lefties with a trad is so. Daniel Luddick is another one.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm a lefty playing trad, and I find I have more feel playing trad grip and totally feel uncomfortable playing matched.
Yeah.
That being said, I think it's time for me to practice match grip. Now, why would you go to practice match grip if you're comfortable?
I think
It's kind of good to have both. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's what you're taught with. And true story is talking about matching and trad. Yeah. I learned trad, and I played trad. Oh God, 30 something years. Yeah. And then I switched to match. I switched to match, and then I switched to open hand playing.
Right.
Because I started playing around with the left hand, right?
Yep.
Anyway, I'm playing this, and I jumped on the kit, and I had to show a student. It was just something from the rhythm section drumming book, something pretty basic.
Yeah.
Anyway, I go to play it, and I couldn't play it. I'm like, and I was stuck, and I was like, so hang on, I got comfortable again, and I could not play it.
Right.
And I'm talking about something like, let's say summary 4 or summary 3.
Yeah.
Nothing too hard. And I couldn't. And then I go, oh, hang on a minute. And I've gone back to this and trad.
Yeah.
And I just flew.
Right.
Because my brain could not comprehend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My brain said, no, you learned this while you were trad playing this way.
Yeah.
My brain couldn't get my head around that. My left hand was playing the ride.
Oh, yeah. No, I couldn't do it either. No way.
But I couldn't read.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I couldn't read the music. My body wouldn't let me do it.
Oh,
And I
wow.
thought, how unusual. And I actually had to teach myself a little bit
Hmm.
to play like this and play and read to get my head around it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'll
It
tell you
was,
right now,
it was
I couldn't
kind of a
do it either.
weird thing. It was quite
Crazy.
interesting, actually.
Yeah, it just goes to show, we're a creature of habit. Sort of.
It's what you were taught with. It's how
Yeah.
it's how I think. It's like if I'm going to get technical, I'm going to go trad. I cannot go match.
Yeah, yeah.
It's easy as that. But try it out, Glenn. Go match. I mean, once you go match,
Never go back.
I'm trying to think. I was trying to think of a saying. What you know what I'm talking about. Once you go, we're gonna find. Hey, someone find a saying, but it's gonna be clean. Yeah. Once you go match, never go trad. Nah.
Oh yeah, that's witty. It's quite witty.
I don't know. I'm going crazy tonight.
Anyway, hi Glenn.
Mark Borg. How are you, Mark?
Mark. Yes.
That's a name I haven't seen for a while. I play all 80s covers and always use the butt end in the left hand. Gives you that cracking snare sound you need, I reckon. And I'm sure you agree to that, don't you, mate?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Nice one, man. How you been, Mark? I haven't seen him in ages. I actually sold Mark one of my Sabian ride cymbals not many years ago, but it was a fair while ago now. And I kept meaning to keep in touch because he plays a lot down my end, Warrandyte and Panton Hill, and man, life gets in the way. He's a family man. I'm sure he's understanding, but it's crazy. You make plans to hang with people, and just life takes. Oh, I'm embarrassed. Sorry, Mark. That's
what are you embarrassed about?
Well, I said I was going to catch his gigs, and it just never happened. It's crazy. But,
George Rohotis, woohoo, open hand. Rory goes, say no to lefty playing open hand because George Rohotis is open hand lefty.
Oh, really?
So
right.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've never seen George play.
Oh, haven't you?
Yeah,
lucky you.
No. I've only got to know him recently. He's a really cool guy.
Huh?
I've only got to know him recently since we started playing there again.
George is my brother from another mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, man. He's really nice and
they're great guys.
Yeah. Mark Borg says all good, man. So now
Cool.
you know what I just did? I've opened something up and it's just destroyed me.
Oh my god.
Hey guys, I need a new PC. I think.
What's that? Is that? Did you mean to open that?
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
The only reason why you said because you mentioned Warrandyte, and I was just going to mention a David Jones gig in Warrandyte.
Oh right, okay.
Here we go. Where are we? I had it marked.
Jones,
There
he's
it
a
is.
monster.
Who? David Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the man. There you go. The Light Quartet in Warrandyte on Saturday. We've got David Jones playing, which is cool. It's at, where are we? I'm trying to read this as we go. Anyway, who we got? Where is it at? Warrandyte Mechanic Hall. There you go. Saturday, the 19th of May, 7:30 p.m.
Cool.
at the Warrandyte Mechanics Hall. Mechanics Hall.
Oh,
Corner of Yarra Street and Mitchell Avenue, Warrandyte. So if you've got nothing to do, definitely go and catch it. Effie Petey's there. He's unbelievable.
Oh, wow.
Effie Petey's, David Jones, Michael Johnson, and Matthew Amold. David Jones, man, he's just
Monster.
Yeah, the Light Quartet in concert. That'd be nice to go and see, I reckon.
Absolutely.
He's such a lovely soul, David Jones. And hey,
Creative.
don't forget this. Can't believe the time's almost up. Oh, there we go. John Perry. How are you, John? Welcome to the show. John Ferraro plays open-handed, one of the most underrated field players ever. True, I'll give him that. He's also a left hand playing a right hand setup. Yeah, definitely an influence. Plays with select. There, and he's old school too. So yeah, it's cool to see those kind of guys and that, and definitely John Ferraro is definitely a great player, which is kind of cool. I'm just enjoying watching Rory and George Rohotis. They're having their own little little tiff thing there. It's all right.
Actually, Pino.
Yeah.
Can I need to give a shout out to a friend of ours.
Yeah. Ours. Wow.
Yep, Mr. John Serrano.
Mr. Serrano, yes.
And I'm not sure if you'll be listening, but a while ago, and this is pretty special, dude. So this is worth a mention.
Yeah.
John Serrano actually gave me a custom-made snare drum made out of a 10-inch tom-tom. It's been full on like rewrapped, and I should have, you know what, we're in show and tell. I should have brought it with me. Sorry, Johnny, I forgot, mate. I came straight from work. And it was, I guess it was a sort of, you know, like he wasn't using it. It was a gesture of, you know, sort of, man, you know, you're coming up sort of thing. And I don't know, it was a real, I don't know, it was a special moment, not to sound all sort of, you know, deep, but he literally gave me this snare drum and he's like, man, you know, use it. And I haven't been able to take it out on a gig yet, kind of because I don't want to ruin it. But now I'm starting to do some, I'm starting to put out some more content on my YouTube and my Instagram, and I'm going to start, you know, I've got a whole recording set up that I'm going to start to release some content. I'm going to start to use it a little bit because it's got this crazy, it's literally a 10-inch deep tom with snare wires on it and a full-on throw-off and everything.
Oh, wow.
And it's the most amazing sounding drum I've ever heard. It's like, it's you wouldn't think it, but it's basically like a popcorn snare, but literally 10 inches deep as well.
What's the diameter?
10 as well. So it's 10 by 10 or 10 by 9 maybe, but it's like one of those, literally a 10-inch tom. And I think Tim Anstis at Percussive Solutions did the conversion on it. But I just need to mention that it's not much. It doesn't hold much weight without me showing you guys. I'm sorry, but
should have brought it in next time.
Yeah, sorry, man. But thank you, John, because I've definitely got it. I'm definitely planning on using it, man. And when I do, you'll see it. It's just this crazy, like green and purple, sparkly rapid out of this world. Anyway, sorry guys.
Actually, you know what you should do? Post it up on your Facebook page.
Done.
Take a photo of it, and
Yep.
We can check that out.
Done.
And if people need to get in touch with you, Christian, like how can they get in touch with you? Like for work, gigs, you know?
Yeah, sure. Easiest way is christiannativo.com. CHRISTIAN and then NATIVO.com. I got, you know, like, YouTube videos and, you know, my song list of my covers repertoire. I think I'm up to 857 songs that I have charted out. So it's
wow.
Yeah, so people can literally go on my website, you know, see what songs I know and literally book me for a gig and send me a send list. It's pretty cool.
There's someone I haven't seen for a while. Hello, DrumTalk.
Good evening. Listen, my friend, I'm watching you on computer, but I can't get a sound.
You can't get a sound?
No, I can't get a sound.
Sounds like a joke.
Yeah, I know, but it's not us. Because everybody else is getting sound.
Okay, I'll try something else then.
Yeah.
Is that Tony?
No, it's John Fagnani.
John Fagnani.
How are you? How you doing, mate?
I have to catch up with.
Good, thank you, my friend.
Christian's gonna there's another one I need to catch up with.
Oh, sorry, John. John, please don't kill me.
I tell you what, I'll have to see why I can't get any sound.
Okay.
Got me stuffed.
Yeah, try the mute button on the computer sometimes. It's not
All
us
right, mate.
because everybody else
Ciao.
is listening. All right, thanks, John. See you later.
Ciao.
See ya.
Yeah,
He's a good guy.
he's
man.
a great guy.
He's
I
a-
love him to death. And mate, how passionate is he?
Yeah,
You know?
definitely. He's actually one of, like, you know, when we hung out and did all our sort of,
Yeah.
you know, drummer nights. He you know, I mean, everyone was really nice to me, but there's certain guys that are just a bit more supportive of the younger guys, and he was asking me questions like, and I like, it made me feel kind of special, you know. He's like,
That's good, mate.
he actually cared about what I had to say, and, you know, like, not that what I say means anything, but in terms of what he wanted to know, he actually took the time, and, you know, we're just like at that end of the table, he was just asking me drumming questions and, you know, asking me for some advice. I'm like, man, like, you could be asking Pino or any of these other, like, you know,
He gets another
bigger cats,
perspective.
and
That's
it was really flattering. But
great.
and he said we got to catch up, and don't ask me to catch up, guys, because
because he
I'm the
doesn't.
worst guy. The difference is, though, I don't tell people. I say, you know, when people say, you know, oh, let's catch up, I never say that
No,
because
neither do I.
I know I can't keep it.
Yeah,
So there's a
I'm the
difference.
same, mate.
But-
I'm the same.
Sorry, John Fagnani. I'm sorry, man.
I usually say to people, you know, they go to me, oh, hey, we're going to catch up for coffee. I go, no, we're not going to
Yeah,
do
no,
it.
that's I say the
I
same
said,
thing.
no, it's not going to do it. And they
I
go, what do you
say-
mean? I said, because we've been saying it for years and it's
Yeah.
not going to happen.
It's industry talk. I don't say
On that
it.
note, mate, it's time for us to go, I think.
Cool.
It's been fantastic talking to you. I mean, we could do this all night, seriously.
It's
We
one
can
of those
chat.
things.
Actually, you know what, guys? We're going to switch off. We're going to still keep talking. That's the main thing. Actually, I'm going to kick you out before midnight tonight, though, buddy.
No, that's cool, mate.
But thank you, Christian. It's been a pleasure. It always is, you know.
Thank you for having me, man.
And you do some great stuff, and definitely, you know, enjoying watching it. And I love to come and see you live.
Yeah,
You know,
no,
it's trying
I
to
appreciate it.
catch up with everybody. It's also hard and that. But and
It
thank you
is.
for everybody who's been commenting and joining us. It's been a blast, hasn't it?
Absolutely. And if I can just say, I know it's we always get a bit soppy at the end of these sort of things,
Oh,
but
do we?
I just wanted to just give you another props for what you're doing for the
It's a pleasure.
it started off as the drumming community, man, but now it's
Yeah.
the wider community. It's literally the music community.
Yeah,
and,
we're moving it.
I just want to give you total props and major respect because
Thank
you know, I'll tell you right now, man, and we all know this, but a lot of people in this, and can I just just talk frank?
Go for it, mate.
Everything's good. There's nothing. I'm not going to put you on the spot. There's
Go for it.
there's a lot of, if I could just be deep for 1 second, a lot of people in this music industry talk a lot of crap.
Yeah.
And they say they're going to do stuff and they don't do it, right?
Yeah.
You put your balls on the line, man, because you said you're going to do it and you did it.
Yeah.
And you're supporting the community, and you've always supported up and coming drummers, man.
Yeah.
Right. And I just want to say, thanks from me, but thanks on behalf of the community, because people like you are flying the flag for other people to get noticed and other people to get exposure. And for the community to sort of get together again, because there's been a bit of segregation, man. And it's like, no, hang on a sec. Let's band together like it used to be, right, and keep moving forward. So serious, not
Thank
just
you,
because
Christian.
I've always told you this, yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
really
not about that
appreciate
I'm on this show. It doesn't matter about me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. So
Appreciate it, mate.
thank you for doing that, yeah,
No.
because no one else will put their balls on the line like that, dude. Yeah. No, sorry
no.
to say that.
No,
man.
don't be sorry, man. I appreciate it, I really do. You almost give me a tear, actually.
Calm down.
Yeah, look, you know,
It's true, mate.
I'm passionate like you guys are, you know, and having this platform for for people like yourself and the younger generation. I say the younger generation,
Of course.
to shine and have that platform. I mean, I wish we had a platform like this when we grew up.
Absolutely.
We actually had to go and do the hard yards and
Absolutely, but I think that's
Yeah.
part of your passion, though, is to facilitate other people, to let them do it.
Yeah.
Because you may not have had, your generation didn't have that.
No.
So it's like it's an extra drive to then facilitate the younger generation, to give them those tools. Yeah.
Of course.
So man,
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
I've told you this a million times off air
Yeah,
as well.
I know,
So it's
yeah, I
not
know.
just because we're
No,
here.
no, I appreciate it. I really do.
Yeah, that's
And,
amazing, dude.
I'm
So
glad.
Thank you.
I'm speechless after that, Christian. Thank you, mate.
It's
But
what it
thank you
is.
for everyone, and I'll see you guys next week, next Monday. Don't ask me who I've got on because I just can't remember at the time of my head. But I should get into Feel so he can kind of bash me about the, the dinner stuff. But thanks, guys. Don't forget tomorrow night we've got on the mic at 8:00. We got Ricky Musket, and I don't have my form. Just watch. It's going to be a good show tomorrow night. It's going to be. You think I prepare myself for this? I don't. But anyway, 8:00. It's live tomorrow night. It's going to be live singing, and then we got Wednesday night. We've got guitar talk. Top of my head. See, I got to get ready. It's when I need a producer to put things up for me. I think his name's Erkin. And
yeah, I saw that on the.
Oh, did you?
on the Facebook,
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It
that's
is.
hosted by Will, and don't forget Can Do Radio at 7:00, hosted by Andrew, which is a podcast sent to us, and a lot of great things. And we've got some new shows coming up soon too, guys, and some great ideas coming up. And I'm not going to have a life left, but anyway, it's all for you guys, and I appreciate it. Once again, thank you, and thank you to everyone.
It's DrumTalk. You're listening to DrumTalk.